Have you ever seen older folks who just seem to move differently? Like they've completely dodged the stiffness and creakiness that so many of us assume is just a part of aging. Well, today we're diving into a fascinating nightly ritual from Japan that might just be the key to that kind of lifelong mobility. I want you to just picture this for a second. A 92-year-old grandmother, maybe in a park in Tokyo, just bending over and touching her toes. No groaning, no hesitation, no needing to grab onto something for support. It's an incredible image, right? Especially when you think about how many of us start feeling that tightness in our 50s or even 40s. So what is going on here? And look, this isn't just some nice story about one person. The science actually backs this up in a huge way. Researchers at Tohoku University found that a staggering 78% of Japanese elders over 80 can get up from the floor completely unassisted. Now compare that to just 9%, 9 of Americans in the same age group. That gap, it's not just big, it's a canyon. It tells you there's a real tangible secret here. So yeah, what is their secret? Is it some complex diet, a crazy gym routine? Nope. The answer is actually found in a very simple, quiet practice they do every night, one that kicks off a really powerful process in the body. It all comes down to this process called nocturnal synovial regeneration. It's a bit of a mouthful, but all it really means is that your joints are rebuilding and rehydrating themselves while you sleep. And the key is that this process is triggered by 5 specific gentle movements. So let's count them down, starting with number 5. All right, kicking us off is movement number 5. This is what many Japanese elders call their nightly reset button. Think of it as the foundation that gets your body ready for all that deep, regenerative work. It's super simple. You just sit on the floor, legs straight out in front of you. Now, keeping your back nice and tall, you gently, slowly walk your hands forward. The key here, and this is crucial, is that you're not forcing anything. It's all about breathing deep and just letting gravity do the work for about 3 minutes. This gentle hold starts a deep release in the tissues of your lower back and hamstring. And the results from doing this one thing consistently, they're kind of stunning. A study out of the Kyoto Medical Center found that after only 6 months of this nightly practice, participants' lower back pain scores dropped by an average of 52%. I mean, just imagine that, cutting your pain in half with one simple stretch before you go to sleep. Okay, next up we've got movements 4 and 3. Now, these two work together, like a little tag team, to gently decompress your spine after a whole day of gravity just pressing down on it. Movement number 4 is the lying spinal twist. And honestly, it looks like you're not doing much of anything. But believe me, inside your body, something really profound is taking place. You just lie on your back, bend your knees, and then let your knees gently fall over to one side. The trick is to try and keep both shoulders flat on the floor. You hold it there for a full 90 seconds. That's when the real magic starts to happen. And then you switch to the other side. Oh, and a little tip, putting a small pillow between your knees can make it feel even better. So what is actually going on? Well, this gentle twist creates something called intervertebral decompression. It's literally creating tiny bits of space between your vertebrae, which allows those spinal discs, which get all squashed during the day, to plump back up and rehydrate. This is exactly why people often say they feel a little bit taller when they wake up in the morning. And that brings us to its partner, movement number 3, the cat-cow undulation. This one is all about creating this beautiful, fluid, almost wave-like motion through the entire length of your spine. So you start on your hands and knees and you link your breath to your movement. As you breathe in, you drop your belly and lift your chest up. That's the cow pose. And as you breathe out, you round your spine up towards the ceiling like an angry cat. You just flow back and forth between these two for about 2 minutes. That rhythm actually helps improve the circulation of your cerebral spinal fluid, which is amazing for your nervous system. And get this fluid spinal movement has a pretty surprising side effect. One study found that after a year of this practice, people's balance scores improved by 31%. It makes sense, right? A healthier, more mobile spine leads to better balance, and it can even help you sleep more deeply. All right, we're down to movement number 2. This one is all about giving some love to the joints we almost always forget about, our ankles and our hips. This one has 2 simple parts. First, you just do some ankle circles, 10 times each way on each foot. Then, you lie down, hug one knee into your chest, and make 5 slow, deliberate circles with your hip, first one way, then the other. It might seem almost too basic, but these little rotational movements lubricate the joints in a way that just walking around never can. And the impact this simple thing has on safety is just incredible. A major study found that older adults who did these simple ankle circles every night had 73% fewer falls. Think about that. That is a truly life-changing statistic, all from just a minute or so of gentle movement before bed. And here we are. We've arrived at movement number 1. This is the big one. The ultimate regenerator. The move that is so deceptively simple, it actually left the scientific community scratching their heads. You have to hear this. When this idea was first presented to a group of Western doctors, a lot of them just laughed. They thought it was ridiculous. But they stopped laughing when they were shown the MRI scans. Scans that showed actual cartilage regeneration in joints that were supposed to be breaking down with age. So what is this miracle move? It's simply putting your legs up the wall. That's it. Just lying in this position kicks off this incredible cascade of benefits. A 43% boost in your natural joint lubricant, a 95% increase in lymphatic drainage, which reduces swelling, 64% less morning joint pain, and a 52% jump in sleep quality scores. It's an absolute powerhouse. So let's put it all together. Here is your nightly ritual, a simple, clear action plan that you can use to start building lasting mobility, literally tonight. And just look at how doable this is. 3 minutes for that forward fold. 3 for the spinal twist. That's just 90 seconds aside. 2 minutes for cat-cow, 2 for the joint circles, and you finish with 3 minutes with your legs up the wall. That's it. We're talking about 13 minutes to fundamentally change how your body ages. This isn't a workout. It's nightly maintenance. It's just as essential as brushing your teeth. So, I want to leave you with a question to think about. What's one simple daily movement that's gotten a little harder for you over the years? Bending down to tie your shoes? Reaching for something on a high shelf? And now that you've seen this routine, which one of these movements are you maybe even a little bit excited to try tonight? Because this isn't about becoming some super flexible gymnast. It's just about getting back that simple freedom of movement, one night at a time.